Today, I'm reviewing two stellar models from a company called My Green Mattress. We're gonna look closely at the Natural Escape Latex Hybrid and the Pure Echo. Let's check it out. Before we dive in, if you want to take a look at some of our top picks for mattresses, head over to mattressclarity.com. There you'll also find in-depth reviews for mattresses, pillows, bedding, and more. And make sure to stick around to the end of the video, where I'll be answering some of the most frequently asked questions about My Green Mattress. My Green Mattresses are all made in a family-owned factory, and all of the cotton, wool, and latex are certified organic. Now, they have several different models within the brand, but today we are looking specifically at the Natural Escape and the Pure Echo. To really understand what these beds are all about, we're gonna need to take a close look at their construction. So let's dive in. First up, we've got the Natural Escape Latex Hybrid mattress. This bed is 11 inches tall, and it has a cover made out of 100% organic cotton. It's also hand tufted, so it should last you a really long time. Underneath the cover is a layer of 100% organic wool. This acts as a fire barrier, and it also helps the mattress stay cool. Underneath that is 3 inches of Dunlop latex. Once again, this is 100% all natural material, and it provides a nice responsive feel. Unlike memory foam, you're not going to sink into this kind of foam. You'll still get lots of body contouring and pressure relief, but it's not going to trap heat as easily. Underneath that, you've got 8 inches of pocketed coil inner springs. This is what gives the mattress a nice bounce and gives it some great support. Next up, let's talk about the Pure Echo. Again, this is My Green Mattress's latex-free option, so it's a great pick for people especially concerned about latex allergies. Now, because it doesn't have that same latex comfort layer at the top, this one's a little bit shorter, coming in at 9.25 inches. But it still has that same tufted cover at the top here with wool underneath, followed by strong inner springs. So what does this all mean? Well, let's talk about both mattresses' cooling features. First of all, because they are both inner spring mattresses, they have plenty of room for airflow, so they shouldn't trap body heat. The Natural Escape mattress has a latex foam comfort layer, but because it's more responsive than memory foam, it won't trap heat as easily either. So if you're a hot sleeper, these are both great picks. Let's also talk about each mattress's durability. They're made with high quality organic and eco-friendly materials, plus the strong coils at the bottom should give them a long lifespan, so we expect them to last at least 10 years. Here at Mattress Clarity, we always pay close attention to a bed's firmness level and feel. So let's see what the Natural Escape's firmness level is all about. Well, first of all, we have a firmness scale that goes from 1 to 10, with 6.5 being the industry standard or medium firm. And the Natural Escape happens to come right in at that 6.5 level. That means that it works really well for a variety of people. And its feel also has that kind of responsive, bouncy inner spring mattress feel that you'd expect. But because it has that layer of latex on top, you get a little bit of body contouring and pressure relief as well. Now with the Pure Echo, it's a little bit different. This bed does not contain a latex foam comfort layer, so it's a little bit firmer. This one comes in at an 8 out of 10 on our firmness scale, which is significantly higher than the 6.5 medium firm feel. This means it'll work really well for stomach sleepers and heavier back sleepers. But its feel is pretty similar. You're not going to get as much of that body contouring, but you'll still get plenty of that inner spring bounce. In addition to firmness and feel, it's super important to pay attention to how a bed will feel in each sleeping position. So let's see what the Natural Escape is like. Now, because it's a medium firm bed, I feel a great balance of comfort and support when I'm resting on my back. This should work well for small all the way to larger people. For side sleeping, this is also a great pick because you've got that nice layer of latex foam, so it can really help absorb pressure along your shoulders and your hips. So I especially feel great in the sleeping position. Now, when I'm resting on my stomach, this isn't the best choice. Because it's a little bit softer than what you would need, I kind of feel my hips sinking into the bed a little bit, and over time, that could lead to pain. So now let's see what the Pure Echo is all about. Now this bed is much firmer, so for me it's not the most comfortable while back sleeping. But if you're a larger person, it could feel a lot more comfortable because you'll get plenty of that inner spring support. It's also not a great pick for side sleepers. Side sleepers will probably need a mattress topper on top of this one because you'll need some pressure relief, especially along your shoulders and hips. Now for stomach sleepers, that's where the Pure Echo really shines. It provides plenty of support so that your back will stay in a neutral alignment and it won't sink or get out of whack. Here at Mattress Clarity, we like to combine subjective opinions with objective tests. And one of those tests is the pressure map. So watch closely on your screen. You'll see everything from blue to no pressure, all the way to red for high pressure. And watch carefully as I rest on my side on both of these mattresses, especially along my shoulders and my hips. Let's check it out. If you share a bed with a partner, one thing you want to pay close attention to is motion transfer. And what this means is that if you're resting on one side of the bed and your partner gets in on the other and starts shifting sleeping positions, will you feel that movement come over to your side of the bed? Well, one way we test this is with a glass of water. So I just press gently into the bed around it. And you can see that there is a good little bit of disturbance in the glass here. This is pretty typical with inner spring mattresses, so that's to be expected. So that's just something to keep in mind, especially if you are a light sleeper and easily disturbed by movement. But another way that we test this out is I'm going to get in on one side of the bed and Tanner's going to get in on the other. And as he shifts sleeping positions, I do feel a good bit of that movement come over to my side of the bed. So again, just something to take into consideration when you're shopping for a new mattress. Another thing to pay close attention to, especially if you share a bed with a partner, is edge support. And what this means is that if you're sitting or resting near the side of the bed, will you feel secure or will you feel like you might roll off? Well, with the Pure Echo, it has some of the best edge support I've seen in a mattress. And that's because this bed is especially firm. So when I'm sitting on the side, there's really hardly any collapse underneath me at all. And lying down on this mattress, it's a similar story. I feel very, very secure on the sides. I could roll around and feel completely stable. Now with the Natural Escape, there's a little bit more of a collapse underneath me, but again, it still feels pretty secure. Same goes whenever I'm lying on my side. So if edge support is a super important thing to you, these are both great picks. Now I'm going to go over some of the pros and cons of My Green Mattress. Starting with the pros. First of all, these are great beds if you are a hot sleeper. All of them contain inner springs, which allow plenty of room for airflow. And if you get one with latex, this is a naturally breathable material. Also, this mattress is fantastic for people who are looking for an eco-friendly or a latex-free mattress. And finally, My Green Mattresses are fantastic for people who love a bouncy inner spring feel. If you want something that's super easy to move around on, this is a great pick. Moving on to some of the cons of My Green Mattress. First of all, this bed isn't super great for people who love a slow-moving memory foam feel. If you really want to sink into your mattress, this isn't going to be the one for you. Also, this bed may not work well for couples who are especially concerned with motion transfer. If you're a light sleeper and you're worried about being disturbed by your partner's movements in the night, you might want to look for an all-foam bed. And finally, My Green Mattress is not especially great for people who want a lot of customization options in one bed. This is not a flippable mattress. It also doesn't come with many ways to adjust its firmness level. So make sure you know exactly what you want before you buy. My Green Mattresses are bed-in-a-box mattresses, so that means they're going to arrive on your doorstep compressed inside a cardboard box. So how do you unbox it? Well, first of all, you're definitely going to want to get a friend to help. These are super heavy boxes, so you'll need some assistance. Once you find your friend, bring the box into your bedroom and cut open the top. Pull out the rolled up mattress and place it onto your bed frame or foundation. Then gently cut through the layers of plastic, be careful not to damage your brand new mattress, and unroll it onto your bed. Give it about 48 hours to off-gas and expand, and then you'll be good to go. So let's go over some additional information about My Green Mattress. First of all, they do offer free shipping and free returns. They have a 120-night sleep trial period, a 20-year warranty, and different bedding accessories are available. Now I'm going to answer some of the most frequently asked questions about My Green Mattress. First of all, does this mattress need a box spring? The answer is no. It is perfectly fine to place directly onto your bed frame or foundation. However, if you would like to use one, it could perhaps extend the lifespan of your mattress. Second question, does My Green Mattress smell? The answer is not really. When you unbox many bed-in-a-box mattresses, it's common to notice a slight chemical smell at first. But because these beds are made entirely out of organic and eco-friendly materials, you're not going to really experience that here. And the last question, where are My Green Mattresses made? Well, actually, these beds are made right here in the USA at a family-run factory in Illinois. Well, that's about it. If you need any more information about mattresses, pillows, and bedding, head over to mattressclarity.com. There, you'll also find some of the best deals on My Green Mattress. And if you loved this video, we have tons more just like it on our YouTube channel. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.